let's just go ahead and drop those
So
right now.
I actually know a lot of people that when they played video games, Deformed, they listened to music while they played it. Like either had a stereo or a headset going. And one particular case where I ran into that, I was playing Donkey Kong Country with somebody, and I was like, I love this track so much. Like this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. And the person's like, oh, I don't listen to music when I play games. It's like, really? That's really interesting. Crap skills. I cannot get the right abilities to go into this fight. And then I told them, okay, hey, next time we play, you have to listen to the music in this. And since then, now, like, I still have conversations to them this day about video game music and such.
Donkey
Like,
Kong Country has a great soundtrack.
Yeah, right? Like, to me, it was like, it flabbergasted me. I was like, wait, what? You don't listen to the music that, like, people put time and effort into in the game? Now, granted, not every video game's the OST is incredible or anything like that. But let's save here. I don't know. You're definitely missing out if you don't give an OST a chance to shine within the game that you're playing. I think that was Damage to Animals was the other one that I couldn't do or something. How am I supposed to win this fight if I can't do Damage to Animals?
I can beat this guy.
Well, this one's stronger than it was last time. Alright, walls. I can now do damage to animal because it's recommended. I will do that. Like, I'm sure you listened to Zelda music when you played Zelda games, right, Deformed? Oof. Well, that was not a great turn. Ba-na-na, da-na-na-na.
I don't think I want to go ham into this guy. I think I want to go on this side as well.
I always, like, that's actually something I got made fun of sometimes too, because before like football games and things like that, people would be listening to music to get pumped up and stuff, and it'd be like rap or some new band that was out or whatever, and I just never knew like what people were listening to, and I'd be sitting there listening to like anime piano music and shit before the football game. It got me pumped up, or maybe it just more so just got me relaxed and in the mood, I guess.
Anime panda music.
Piano, not panda.
Okay.
If you can find anime panda music, now I need to hear it. Well, you picked a good game to listen to the music in then, because Twilight music has very atmospheric. Twilight Princess has very atmospheric music for a Zelda game, I feel.
I think I have learned. I don't know if I can learn that. Guess not. It is.
The more I play this game, though, the more I just wish the lulls weren't a thing. They don't really do anything, since they're easily avoided by just walking on the map one or two more spaces before going into the battle. They don't like force you to think in a clever way, I guess I'd say. They more just so limit you.
I would agree with that.
I remember my cousin
Got
remembering
no
all the songs of
movement, dog.
Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I was like, where'd that song come from? Yeah, I found my ability to be able to recognize video game music very quickly by never knowing the name of a song from a video game, but being able to like hear the first couple beats or so and be like, oh, it's
Zero
from this part of the game. And that's actually how I would
Really?
search for them. Since I didn't have internet and stuff, if I'd go to the library and be searching for MIDIs, I'd search for, not the name of the song, but I'd search for like the game name and then the area of the game that you're in or something to try and find the stuff that I was looking for. And that worked for me for years. And to this day, I still don't know, like,
What is
I don't know
this?
the songs in Secret of Mana that I'd want to listen to if I wanted to listen to them again, other than one of them is Hope. That's the only song that I know the name of,
Interesting.
and that's just because I've searched that song every time. Before that, I would search, like, pre-final battle music or something. The very last video game song I remember listening to nonstop was Son Goku Basara. What is that? I don't recognize that. What is that? And how have you not sent me that song? If it was some song that you really liked.
Are we still doing no damage to this guy? No. What is going on with that?
Yes. I do know Dynasty Warriors. In fact, my older brother was always a really big fan of it. I played a lot of, like, one of the ones for PS2.
This Lednar guy is cheating.
Oh, breaking rules?
No, he just can't take damage. I don't think this is enough range. Is not. Oh. Green is wigging out on me. I don't know what's going on with Crayson Stream, but it's wigging out on me. Is he on Discord? He's on Discord. Ah, he went offline. Ultima costs 60. Wing weapon hits front, back, and side. High hit rate, low damage. Maybe I went offline. Who knows? Ooh. Ooh. Well, this guy doesn't have like counter or anything. This is rough times. Double check that I still have internet. Alright, I still have internet. Seems like a power went out kind of thing for him. Then again, nobody in his chat is responding to me in his chat, so I don't know what's going on. Can't seem to do damage to him. To jail with you. Okay. That one was just a survive mission. He is not online. So Crayson definitely went offline. Dund. However his name is supposed to be pronounced. Team says PC crashed. We've all been there. Did he always have blue eyes? Yes, he did. I bought some onions the other day. I gotta make sure that I chop them up today and eat them up today. Maybe not eat them up today, but chop them up today. Last time I waited too long and they started molding. And I had to throw them away. What? Are monks. Hold on a second. we got that going. Engage with Mateus. HP. I think this is an illusionist spell, so this shouldn't hit that hard, right? Alright. Ooh, we can Totema on this one. Grayson did have a really hard time. This one. Sure. Let's deliver a Totema. Gonna say I seem to remember these guys. They have teleporting. I don't think you can recruit them though. I was hoping that would miss. You have a Totema? You have 8 points. Okay, I don't want to cast anything because put us in a really bad spot. I don't want to deal damage to 2 of my people just to do 2 damage to 2 of his people. I'll have to ask him what spell was destroying all of his people. Because if it was Starcross, that did like 40 damage to me. And he's running casters, so he should be taking less damage than I am. Maybe it was miasma. Hey, Libertine. Let's just... I don't know if I want to go for the 45%. That's 45%. Want to go for that either. So
in the process of getting back up.
Oof. Might want to have your task manager up and see if maybe it's CPU usage or something.
So here's the thing. My CPU usage is going up to 100%, but it's not actually at 100%. there's something since a recent Windows update that my CPU shows at 100 when something's actually only using like 2%. And I can run these two commands that reset the power settings, which I shouldn't have to do since they're at default anyway. And as soon as I run the two commands, my CPU goes back to normal. Like right now I'm using 2%, but as soon as I opened OBS, it went to 100. I had to do it. As soon as I opened Discord, it went to 100%, and then it doesn't go away unless I put in these commands.
Interesting.
But it's inconsistent. Like, what will happen is I'll be doing what I'm doing streaming, and then all of a sudden it'll be back at 100% CPU. And I'm thinking that's what's causing the crashing, but I might need to just reformat at this point. I don't know what it could be.
This is emulated, yes.
So many different things, trying to figure it out, and I found these commands that I can do to reset it, but I can't think to do this every single day to make sure I do it at appropriate times so I don't run into issues. I shouldn't have to either.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work for something so silly.
Yeah, and the fact that I found lots of Windows 10 users that are having the same problem is one thing as well, so it's not just me. But no
I like that 45%.
Everyone's cause for it is different. Like one person says, oh, it's a error in the code in the Oculus Rift, and another person says, oh, it happens every time I open Skype, and another person, every time I open Discord. For me, it's basically any program I open can cause it to shoot to 100, and I have to reset it. Hopefully I did not lose progress, because sometimes if an emulator doesn't close properly, it can run into issues.
I'm going back there is obnoxious. You going after him is obnoxious. Nice. Okay. What's the turn order looking like here? Not great. $65. 71.
I don't think I lost progress.
I'm back. Akafu.
I'll just keep the command prompt open.
Take care of that. We're gonna throw some water.
I don't
here.
even know if that's what's really causing it, because I've seen it at 100% and had no issues, but...
Now, I can't say I've ever had that particular issue myself. But I will say that the most recent Windows update has goofed with some stuff of mine.
Yeah, I turn updates off and they still somehow get on my computer, and every single time they cause some type of problem.
Yeah, you can't turn them off. I remember you a month or two back was like, hey, do you want to schedule your next update? And I'm like, yeah, schedule it for this day. And then I go to shut down my computer and it starts the update.
Yep. And that's the thing, like, my computer, I've had instances of I've turned the schedule on for like 3 weeks in advance, or like 3 weeks from that point, and then I get up the next day and my computer's restarted and at the home screen with new updates installed.
It's like, what the heck was that? Alright, I do need to kill this guy. Very important.
Maybe that's what I'll end up spending the rest of my Sunday doing, reformatting my computer.
That doesn't sound fun. Oh, Then I'll miss out on this AoE damage right here.
Alright. We're just gonna keep the webcam off this time around and we're gonna keep playing.
Play this eventually. I think it's a good game. And they are undead.
How's your progress going, dude?
I'm fighting the mission that I think you were having some difficulties with.
The big boss person?
The like 4 vampire guys, and then
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, like, what was one-shotting your people?
The boss. The boss would take the first turn and do an attack that was can attack 5 people in a cross. So he'd always hit 3 or 4 of my people, and it would insta-kill each of them.
Interesting.
It didn't happen on my most recent attempt. Instead, he just kept doing an AoE attack. But when I played against him the first time, he one-shot everyone.
Yeah, all the bosses casted for me is Starcross, which is that illusionist skill that hits everybody. And,
Yep, that's what he did for me on my second attempt.
And I just kept thinking to myself, like, there's no way that this was causing Crayson problems. This is doing 40 damage to me, and he's running all casters, so it must be doing like 12 damage to him or something.
No, it was an ability that he went up and did, and it just one-shot people. Maybe it's just something he uses rarely, I don't know. But he was doing 195 damage or 210 damage with it on my casters.
Wild Swing is
Try and make
mega
some more
good.
progress here.
No, let's kill this guy first. I was gonna revive,
I think that's
but
the right one. You can save it right.
I'd rather get these guys out of the way. What games have you been playing recently, Libertine?
Stuff on my
I don't know if I've asked you that
be running.
in the most recent times. Let's cast this Ultima ability. See what it looks like.
Thanks for the welcome back.
Wasn't as spectacular as I
Could
was
just be that
expecting
my
it.
power supply is going to.
In a while, he played Valheim for a couple of weeks. Has the hype on that game died down? I
Should be,
recall
considering how new my
a
PC is.
lot of buzz about that game. You know, it sold like 5 million copies super quick, and everybody was talking about it. Everybody was playing it. I don't hear very many people talking about it anymore. I don't know if people are playing it, but there's a lot of buzz about that. Most recently, you've revisited Parasite Eve, which you believe you said you're not interested in that. Well, I mean, strangely enough, I just got done playing Shadow Hearts, and that game started off super creepy. And what I'm thinking is maybe Parasite Eve is kind of similar to Shadow Hearts, where it's just creepy, but it's not actually scary. Because Shadow Hearts doesn't do anything scary in it. It just does a lot of creepy stuff. And puts you in creepy situations. Oh, I could exercise these guys. I don't think I would get anything for it, though. So I think that makes a good case for actually treating Parasite Eve with a little bit more seriousness to it. Because before it was just like, it's a horror game, I'm not going to play that. But now that I've got a, quote, horror game under my belt, maybe it's something I will look at in the future. I am running into the problem, though, that the PS3 store is going down, and I still need to make some purchases on that. Chrono Cross being one of them. I'd rather buy it there than buy the physical copy. And I don't know if Parasite Eve is on the PS3 online store. Really good still, Valheim, but it's not even done. They need to finish a lot. You lost interest because the little community you were with stopped playing. Okay. That's one of the reasons why I stay away from early access games, because it's just going to be a piecemeal thing. You play it, you're like, man, this game is super awesome, it's super fun, and then you run out of stuff to do, and then they release a patch with more stuff, and then you can decide, well, maybe I want to do that, maybe I don't. But by the time it gets released, it kind of feels like you're burning yourself out.
Lots of misses this time.
Parasite Eve is good, and you like it mostly for nostalgia's sake. It might be a bit dated for modern tastes. That's probably fair. I know a speedrunner plays Parasite Eve blindfolded. Professor Palmer. And I've seen, I don't know, like 5 minutes of him speed running like the first 5 minutes of the game or whatever. I do hear that Parasite Eve 1 is like the only game that people really like. I think there's like a third birthday game or something like that that people really don't like. And I don't recall if there's a Parasite Eve 2, but I don't know. Oopty aga. All we got was revive? Come on, man. El Cid sword. Like that's important. Alright, so we mastered revive. We need you to have chakra. Although now I kind of want to make you just go Gladiator. I'm kind of disappointed that I slept on Gladiator this long. I didn't realize Wild Swing was going to be that good. We'll take that. Alright, how far away are you? Oh, you already mastered it. Okay. Oops. How's your monk abilities? Okay, so you're my worm killer dragoon, which means your monk abilities are lacking. I could not just go monk. We don't necessarily need air render. We could go... No, you know what? Why don't we go gladiator? We're gonna keep the dragon tech. What's that one that he has right now? That's the one that I want.
There's that one now.
Rush is good. Beat down. Blitz.
Fine, I think.
Wild swing. I don't think I can buy that. Don't think I can buy that. We're gonna go look. We're gonna save first just in case we get into shenanigans. This is the first game you've purchased early access, but you hope that it doesn't happen with you. I hope so too. Like the... I'm personally not the biggest fan of early access.
No.
As a model, but I can see how incredibly useful and helpful it is both to the community as well as the developers. You know, obviously there's just a lot of companies out there, developers out there that haven't used the model to its most beneficial form or most what's the best way to put it? They've more exploited early access rather than using it as a tool to make the development better, something, blah. You know what I mean. Earthside Eve 2 is a thing, you haven't completed it. Your brother liked it though, so who knows? You're gonna try it for yourself when you finish the first one. Alright, excellent. Let me know how it is. Someday I might play it myself. Crazy as it sounds.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you really are going ham on the illusionist.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I thought you were going to stray away from it when you were saying that the damage was too low. This man is...
With Turbo MP, I can get the damage to be just high enough to finish missions before running out of MP, if I don't miss massive amounts of times. Which, sometimes I do, and I can't finish. Until I sit and wait for MP to come back, which most of the time means I'll be dead.
He is rocking 5 illusionists. That is the dream right there.
I actually wanted to run more black magic and white magic and stuff, but it misses just as much as these abilities do, but at least I can hit them at the start of the map rather than moving to them and then missing. But the damage is still lackluster in comparison to other elements and things like that.
I want to do the treasure hunting first.
Miss.
You honestly feel like most games, even AAA titles, are released
During
early
my
access.
grinding, I switched
You
to
hate it?
It's just so I
They'll
can
release a
kill all the
game
enemies
and
quickly
patch it with
it's
DLC. You
impossible.
have to pay extra for it,
I just haven't
but it
switched
should have
it
been
since.
packaged with the base game. I think a lot of people have that particular thought about it. I've always been in the position of Me personally, I think developers are best way I could put this. I think they're valuing aspects of game development that are just too expensive. Whether that be graphics or aesthetics,
Like a
whether
map
that
like
be
this is the perfect situation for
engines,
having
whether that be
these maps occur very
whatever
very
other
rarely.
various elements that might be very expensive. I feel like maybe they shouldn't. I feel like Nintendo is a fantastic example of a company that doesn't put significant value on graphics and 60 FPS optimization with crazy shadows, all that other crazy stuff. They just kind of make a game look as good as they want it to look. I'm gonna send Rodrigo. And they go with the bright colors and all this stuff. And I realize that not everybody wants to play the bright colors game all the time and whatnot. I get it. But at the same time, I'd rather have bright colors than a lot of the stuff that I have been seeing, which is gray or brown.
Beep, 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 beep.
Need to visit the shop. It was called an Ogun Blade.
I need to go to a town, please.
I can buy another one. Nice.
Could you please disappear, a guy that's probably gonna step on the town place that I want to go? I'd appreciate it. Can I
Yeah, we
buy
did pick
ethers
these
yet?
up. Checkmate. Tremor. What is
Yeah.
Tremor? Tremor. Tremor is knocks back nearby enemies by slamming to the ground. That doesn't sound very exciting at all. Doesn't sound very exciting at all. I'd like to give him some armor that's not this. See what we can scrounge up here. Gladiator's right there. Okay, Gladiator can wear that. Wear that.
This is the last area.
Buy 2 of those. Comes to hats. Wear those, so we can buy 2 of those. Buy another one of those.
Babis, no!
Yeah, I value the... Oh my gosh, that is pretty good. Only what? Oh, it's 5 attack. You lose a lot of evade. Guess we'll not do that. This I'll take, though. Alright, we're gonna save and mark. And I have people out on whatchamacallit, so I need to that. You don't mean every game, obviously, like Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was a pretty complete game considering, but Final Fantasy 15, if you buy the Royal Edition right now, it's almost a different game. Gameplay-wise, from the game as it was on release. Okay. I think there were some issues with Final Fantasy 15. And I definitely agree that it was a little rough. You know, it could have been a little rough for some people out there. But I actually thought the way it did it was fine, personally. Banga, 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 banga. Fuck-a-boo.
Okay.
I actually like the way they did the DLC. Granted, there was a lot missing in the actual game, as far as, you know, stories go and whatnot, which was unfortunate. I feel like this was really good.
I see. Okay.
What I wanted to do. The blue bolt. Alright, so this one's 10 days. And Balanza. Faceless dolls. Enemies match is 2 battles. Wild Rivers 2 battles. Castles Hidden 1 battle. Just gonna grab. You don't want to get started on Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC on a completely different console. You get why they're doing it,
I
but
understand why he took
the
zero
penny
damage.
pincher in you is beyond livid. Well, I believe you can like if you get a PS5
I will.
right now, I believe, if I remember it correctly, you can upgrade your PS4 version into the PS5 version and get the DLC for free, question mark? Question mark?
First time
I don't know if you get the DLC for free, 100%. But
Yep.
you know, they got stuff like that, which is neat. Manga? Nope. Okay, let's go do this mission. Stop Holy Berserk.
quite understand why it's healing him, but
I think I want to hold off
until at least 1 unit's down.
on this for a couple of days. Broadsword. Like broadswords are not very nice either.
Good. Alright, now we switch to a different element. Hope that it hits. Why is he still absorbing
Huh?
it? All of his equipment.
Leave me
and stuff
alone.
says nothing about him absorbing that.
Oops, I almost goofed right there. Target all instruments techniques.
Comments.
I guess I'll check if I have blades. Are these blades? They are blades. Okay, so I... Oh, I need to give him counter.
Why is he getting healed? Is he just not weak to any elements?
Alright.
Is that what it is?
Good.
Let me read what this says, please.
Mark.
Life stealing attack